I'm going to check these two. I don't think this one is ready because it's kind of easy. It's pretty light. It seemed like I put a bunch of 8 or 9 frames up here with just foundation, no comb. Or there might be an internal frame feeder in here, but I would expect it to be heavier if it was ready for a top box. These are medium top boxes. I don't have a medium box with enough frames. I want to use another box this size to be the super. I don't think this one is ready. I am kind of concerned because I haven't seen any bees bringing pollen in. It doesn't look like it's robbing. It may just be an empty, who knows? I mean, I have to open it up and see. But this one feels quite a bit heavier. Pretty heavy. So it may be ready for a super. And so if it is, I imagine there's probably an internal frame feeder in here. I'll pull that out. Well, I don't know. I'm not smoking these bees. If I was smoking them, I probably would pull it out and just take it to the top. None of these frames here have any foundation, or they don't have any comb. So they're not going to be putting honey in there for a while, but I may just fill it up. I forget what's in there. I will open these tops and just look and see if there's any wax or white wax or honey going in the supers. This one doesn't look as busy as I hoped it would be, but what do I know? I never know. But you're going to see a lot of activity once I open them up. You're going to see bees swarming around. It's not that bad when you use a smoker, but it takes about 15 minutes to get a good smoke going. And I'm only going to be here for a few minutes. I don't want to do inspections and things like that. I want to open them up, put supers on, add feed if needed, and get out. I don't want to smoke and have to put the smoker out and then go to the next apiary and start over again. It's just going to be a few minutes. That's what I anticipate. Hopefully we'll get to see a lot of activity. Not me running around. You notice I have things already here ready to go before I started filming. For you young kids, like when you put something on a video camera, it's called filming. Recording. Alright. There's bees in here. There's not a lot in here. It's just this yellow foundation. There's no wax on there. Got a little bit of wax here. I don't know if this is maybe one that I brought in from home that had a little bit of wax. But there's not really any wax in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull this top off, this top brood box off. I'm going to look down in there and see if I can see anything. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to, I will do that eventually. I'm not going to do it right now. Get these bees up. Don't want to take these bees off as much, and then come over here and then do the same thing to them. This hive is ready for a super. I want to get it on, like the song, and then cover them back up. A lot of bees, quite a few bees. This sycamore tree kills me on video. Please make it go viral. Not me walking around like, agonizing pain, but just, I have to think about that and put the hives here. Lots of bees. There is an internal feeder right here. So what I will do is I'll fill that up super on. There's no comb on any of these frames, so whatever nutrition they get from this internal feeder right here, oh god, this is a 2-gallon internal feeder. It's going to be used, I believe, primarily to build out comb, but if it's empty, when I come back, and there's still not a lot of comb built out, I'll probably pull the feeder, and then by the time they start putting honey in, or nectar to make it to honey, you know, I won't have to worry about any of that making it into the honey that I want to sell. Most likely I won't be selling this honey, or processing this honey that comes, you know, that I get out of this hive. Pull up this little lattice work right there. This is dedicated just for my bees. I don't use it for anything else. Try to get all the, unfortunately there's going to be bees that fall inside of this internal frame feeder. I'm going to cover this little hole up right here. There's a hole in this. Kind of keeps the bees from seeing me in this part of the hive that I've kept covered. I know they know it's open, but I mean, what I should have done, there's 2 holes in this frame feeder. I should have stuck this one in the one furthest away from me. That way I can watch the hole here when it fills up. I know when to stop pouring. I don't know, I hear a lot of wind. You probably won't hear a word I'm saying, which is probably good. Maybe I'll just put some music in the background. One day I want to learn how to do some editing and make these videos a little bit, take out a lot of the unnecessary, you know, time lapse and things like that. All right, spilled out the top. That's okay, they'll survive. I mean, I hope that, you know, they survive. I act like I know for sure. So I'm kind of pushing this down slowly. There's a lot of bees inside here, and I want them to be able to crawl out every once in a while. I'll rescue a few of them. This hive is pretty full inside. I'm pretty impressed. So it's definitely ready for a super. I'm just going to add a deep. The reason I don't like to use the deep brood boxes for supers is because they're so freaking heavy. They're heavy. It doesn't matter how strong you are. They're just heavy, and you're carrying a bunch of bees, and you're dehydrated because you're out here in the sun. You're tired. You could be like the world's strongest man. That should be a strongman competition. Carry a bunch of bees around. Not that I'm just saying, like, it's a lot harder than you think. So I'd like it to be a little bit lighter. I'm struggling a little bit here. Well, it didn't work. Trying to get them away from, there we go. I just don't want to crush these bees as I'm pushing this down underneath the ledge there. All right. So a 2-frame feeder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Usually it's hard to fit 8. Well, I didn't check to see if there's any comb up here. I mean, there's just bees galore. Yeah, they got comb up here. They're not, maybe not so much on the edge right here. but I believe our nectar flow has been started. Guys down in South Louisiana, they're always a week or two ahead of us. It's hard to compete with those guys, man. Those guys got just down there near the Gulf, and you know, we got the Red River right back here with the Mississippi and the Gulf, all those swamplands, man. There's just so much resources for these, well, just everything, for the bees. Those guys, man, sometimes they're putting on their second harvest before I even get my stuff home up here. And you know, a lot of that is also just my inexperience and timing, but really and truly, when you look on the Facebook groups and they're talking about what's flowing, when their tallow's flowing or their privet or golden, well, the goldenrod comes after ours, I believe, but they're always a week or two ahead of us, just because of the difference in the weather zones. Scoop that into the hole there. That way it'll make them at least pay attention to this frame. South Louisianians are also very competitive too. They kind of got the best of everything. Got the best food, a lot of the best music, a lot of the best athletes come from South Louisiana. Just everything they do, they're just like that. I mean, they beat you in everything. Goose ball, doesn't matter. Beekeeping. Those of you not from Louisiana, don't just think that when I say South Louisiana, I'm just talking about Cajuns. It's not just South Louisiana does not mean Cajun. There's Cajuns in South Louisiana, and I learned that when I called another friend of mine from Lake Charles a Cajun. And there's a Cajun next to me, and I got schooled about what there is a difference, but in general, just South Louisiana as a whole, man, they're so competitive. But we have a lot of great things up here in North Louisiana too. We got a lot of great honey, and I'm fortunate to be part of it. How lucky am I to be able to come out here? Even if all this gets taken away from me tomorrow, I'm just so glad I had just a chance to come up here and do part of this. I got friends that, you know, have this, you know, give me this opportunity to use their land, and I don't want to crush these bees. Make them fly away. I don't have much of this left. I'll put whatever I got left in this jar. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now. This is the last of my syrup. Superman Lake. Not a lot, but it'll give them something. Yes, the nectar flow is on, and they got plenty of stuff to go get to bring them back to build up their hive, make honey, get pollen, and build out their comb. But if they're not needing what I'm offering them, they won't take it. They're not wanting it. And I went pick it up. But Having it here by the hive like this, it makes it a little bit more efficient. They can get that right there a little quicker than they can flying around a couple of miles, 20 miles an hour. Fly out 2 miles, gather out what they can, bring it back, and do that several times a day. At least they can get this much. Y'all didn't see me do that. See, that's why I need to learn how to edit. These have little holes in it. That doesn't. I still have this entrance reduced since it's still a small hive. It's got, you know, they gotta guard that entrance. They haven't got enough population to fill this up, so I don't want to make it too hard on them. Let me check out this box. I'm just going to peek down in there. So I would hope you can see this comb. There's a little nectar. Well, I don't even know. Maybe a little bit of nectar here. No, not really. This is old comb. Since I'm short-handed on frames and comb this year, I'm using everything I can. This is from 2018, which is just still good. I found some in there that's from 1996, not in this hive, but in one of my other apiaries. I want to use what I can. I would hope that this one was boiling over. I might have put it in there too early. I can't imagine how long that. Usually when I'm recording something, I can look it down and see how much time I'm taking. I don't have any idea. This could be 45 minutes. But anyway, they can use this stuff to make comb. But since it's already there, I'm not going to feed it to them because they'll use it to pack it and make with their nectar and make honey out of it. I don't want that in my honey. Let me look. I may have done this too early, guys. This one right here. I did. I don't know what I thought. I don't know why I didn't. You know, if that's the case, yeah, there's absolutely no comb on there. I don't know what I was thinking when I put this on here. They're absolutely not ready for a super. I'm gonna take this super and stick it over here and save this deep for something else. There seems to be a lot of bees. I think I saw pollen coming. No, I don't think I saw any pollen coming in this one. Let me kind of pop this open and make sure. Okay. A lot of activity down there. So I'm taking that super off. You can overwhelm them with too much space and they'll feel defeated and get depressed and be apathetic and not do anything and let the small hive beetles and stuff take over. these 4 or 5 bees that are in here, they're just going to graduate and go to their neighbor's hive. They'll probably fly out and come back into this hive. You know what? There is comb on this one though. I don't want that going in here. There's no feeder right here. I'm gonna take this feeder and stick it over here. See, there's nothing on there. I'm very fortunate so far. These bees, it's fixing to get a little bit crazier though, I think, because I'm kind of cover them up a little bit. I don't have my favorite hive tool with me. That's what. Oh, this is heavy. I can feel the stinging through my glove. That was so fun. Oh my God, that was fun. All right, got 10. I am cussing right now. Alright, they'll have resources now. Hopefully it'll let out this comb a little bit faster. So the good news is I can save this box for something else besides the super. Alright, this is great. They're so happy. So happy. The bees are so happy. See how these look? They look happy. See how these look? All right. So they'll build on top of the frame and stick to the ceiling underneath this lid. So that's why it's being hard to lift, and I don't want to pick the whole thing up and then pull the frame out with it. So I got to get it to a point where I can kind of twist it. Oh gosh. Woo! They found the hole in my suit. This is so fun. Oh my gosh, they're so happy. This is great. The problem isn't just like the one bee sting. Like when you got your bee suit on and you feel one sting like somewhere where it's not supposed to be, which is really anywhere, that means that, man, oh, there's a hole there for sure. It means they've found the hole and they are bringing their friends with them. There's a definite hole in my glove. Well, hope you learned everything you're not supposed to do. The smoke, I don't think would have helped as much. But now I know what I gotta do. Get some medium supers ready. Hopefully these two here on the end will be ready in the next week or two. All right, thanks for watching. I'm gonna come around and turn it off. Woo! Shit. Yeah, they found the hole. They have got a bunch of them in my suit. All right, it's almost 30 minutes, man. I can't believe y'all watching this still.